Hi, in this video series I'm going to show you how to make your own online virtual gallery using the website Art Steps. So the first thing you need to do, of course, is to go ahead and create an account. When you register for an account, which would be up here in the top right hand corner, you need to create a username. You need to use a non-school email address because they will send you an email and ask you to activate your account. So you need to be able to receive an email from an outside source. So once you've created your account, you'll then come into this screen here, and you can see that I'm logged in. Here's my username here. And you have two choices. You can either directly upload artifacts, upload pieces, or you can go ahead and create an exhibit. I'm going to, in this video, cover the create exhibit part, and then I'll cover in another video the upload artifacts option. So I'm going to go ahead and start on an exhibit. You only have access to one collection, and that's called the permanent collection. Right now you'll see that I have 0 rooms there, and to start I'm going to click on edit right below it. It's then going to tell me what the next step is, and I'll click on next to do it. So what I can do is you have a choice. You can either, I'll go ahead and delete this. So this is what your screen will look like. On the left hand side you can create a brand new layout, custom, or you can go ahead and choose one of the pre-generated ones. And these are all good, and you can of course go ahead and click on preview. You can see what a marble floor with an open ceiling looks like. It'll take a couple seconds to load depending on your internet connection, but for the most part, there you go. And remember, to navigate around you can use the W, A, S, and D keys. You can also use the arrow keys on the keyboard, and you can also use your mouse and left click to kind of drive or steer yourself around. So you take a look at it, and there you are. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say add room. I'm going to do the create a new layout. So generally you can go ahead and choose the size that you want. Remember that you can actually add in multiple rooms, so you can make your first room be somewhat smaller. It doesn't have to be the largest, and then you can connect to it. For this example though, I'm going to go ahead and maximize the 2 dimensions and then go on to the inner walls. Okay, so something that you need to know is that when you're designing inner walls, you left click and you drag, and that will make an inner wall. If you left click on the wall again, you'll go ahead and you'll delete wall sections. You want to be careful about where you create walls, because then when you do the next button, it's going to analyze your layout and it's going to tell you if there are problems. So here, use the color coding here. It will tell you if you can't move in between there. So for instance, on the right over here, I won't be able to physically move in between here. And that's kind of understood. This doesn't make any sense really. Why would I put a wall here when I could just put the artwork on the wall here? So in that sense, that doesn't really make much sense. Okay, I'm going to hit previous. I can go ahead and do that. Okay, so maybe I'm going to do some kind of an L shape like that. And I'll do this, just so I have 4 blocks so I can get past this here. Okay, so I'm going to check the room design, and you can see that it all checks out. No colors, I'm good. I'm going to now place the entrance by clicking on place it, and I want to enter in from the left-hand side so the viewer sees this L shape here. So I'm going to go ahead and have them enter right down here, and then I'll place the exit. I'll go ahead and place the exit right here. There we go. Okay, so now I get to choose a preset of whatever colors I want. I can of course go ahead and change it later, but for now, try to choose one of these presets that you're pretty happy with. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one up here, and there we go. Okay, so here we are. Here's my default room, and I can see the layout down here at the bottom. I can use the W, A, S, and D keys, or I can use the arrow keys to navigate around. And I can see where my location, what I'm looking at with the blue arrow here. So just read the directions above here and it tells you what to do. what I want to do is I want to go ahead and color this wall section here. So I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to choose whatever wall I want. Use your best judgment. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to go crazy with colors. I am going to, in this project, give you points and be looking for a room that does support the artwork that you've chosen. So the most important thing is, of course, to choose the artwork that best illustrates the 7 elements of art. The next biggest priority is for you to create a space that supports that artwork. That doesn't mean you can't choose some of these colored walls, but if they're really bright and they're taking away from the artwork, if the walls become the attention, then that's a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose this dark black or this dark charcoal gray here. And I'm not going, and you'll see that I'm clicking on the sides here. I'm just choosing the same color, just kind of driving around here, and I'm just choosing the same colors that I chose, so that way we have consistency. And then for this one over here, it's this color here. So just be consistent, drive around, make sure that you don't have a striped effect. And there we go, this is that one there. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the look that I've got right here, the clean white walls, the darker walls inside. But again, go with what feels right. And you can always change this and go back after you put the artwork on there, just in case you're not happy with it. Okay, so on this last step, I need to give this room layout a description name. So I'm going to go ahead and call this modern, and maybe I'll call it clean, or maybe I'll call it minimalist. So that way I just know it's basically like giving it a label. And I'll go ahead and hit save. And this is where the process can take a little while, so just be patient. There you go. That didn't take very long at all. So now you're on step 2, where you're actually curating your room space and placing the artwork. So it gives you some instructions, steps here, 8 steps. Go ahead and read those, and then you can close the help, and now here you are in your space. You'll see down here at the bottom you can bring in 3 different types, although we're only going to be using 2 types. We're going to be using images, and we will be using text. Okay? So what I'm going to show you is if you already have some artifacts in your library. For instance, I have 2 pieces here, and they're going to show up down here, and then I can click on the piece that I want to choose, and then I can go ahead and I can get ready to place the artifacts. I'm going to stop the video here since we're coming up on about 8 minutes or so, and in the second video we will talk about getting the artwork that you want to use and curating it and actually putting it inside the piece. So I will see you in the second video.